Afternoon. This is JC, St. Louis's oldest living hippie. I'm here to bring you a story about the southern border of the United States, the wall that Trump wants to build, and Marjorie Taylor Greene's rant about how walls are not racist. MTG is about as racist as they come herself. So the fact that she would think walls aren't racist is right on target. And she talks at the end about murders, all the murders that are occurring. And she doesn't say that the immigrants are causing murders. The number one group that murders other people in the United States are Caucasians. It's that simple. We native United States citizens born here who are white kill more people than any other group, respective of race or ethnic background. So Marjorie Taylor Greene, you should put a wall around your house maybe, or maybe your neighborhood or something. I don't know, because it's your white neighbors you got to be afraid of. Anyway, I want you to listen to this. She's about the most stupid, ugliest human being I've ever seen or heard.
Walls are not racist. Marjorie Taylor Greene yells at sheriff for exposing GOP bigotry. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, ROS, raised her voice at an Arizona sheriff Wednesday after he said there was a racist component to Republican border policies. At a House Homeland Security Committee hearing, Santa Cruz County Sheriff David Hathaway suggested Republicans misunderstood immigrants. They're not coming as an invasion to import an army, to have a secret army embedded in the United States to attack America and attack American values, the sheriff explained. They're coming here to work. They're people of faith. If you add productivity to the economy, it makes the economy more productive, and price inflation is reduced, he continued. Hathaway said he didn't want to use the racism word but argued that there was a xenophobic aspect to Republican policies. There was never a proposal to build a wall on the northern border, on the Canadian border, he pointed out. So, there is this kind of racist component to it that we kind of all ignore, but it's there, smoldering in the background. Moments later, Greene noted that the sheriff had suggested certain policies smack of racism. I'd have you know, Sheriff, there are 77 major border walls around the world. 45 countries are planning and building more, the Georgia Republican stated. Walls are not racist. Walls keep people safe, and this country is not safe. People are being murdered every day. Also read, beyond the White House, these 10 down ballot races could change everything. That's not funny. Walls are not racist, she repeated. It is not racist, and the American people have every right to be fed up just like they are. Fed up and disgusted that our country is not keeping them safe, and guess what? They freaking pay for it. Watch the video below from the House Homeland Security Committee or click here.
I just want to say something. Why is there not a wall on the northern border? Because the Canadians are by far majority white-skinned. But if you've been to Canada, which I've lived in Detroit a lot of my life, I've been to Canada many times, I will tell you right now, in Toronto, in Quebec, and in all the major cities, you have Bosnians, you have Russians, you have Arabs, you have Jewish people, you have about every ethnic group you can think of in Canada living all over the country. And they come and go as they please across the border to the United States and then back to Canada. But yet we don't discriminate against them. We're not xenophobic about the fact that they're from Russia or something because they're white-skinned, blue eyes mostly. And if you look at the French in Quebec, that whole province is basically French Canadian, and they speak French as their language, and so they come over and go as they please too. Are we afraid of the French? No, because they are white-skinned. This whole thing is bullshit. And this whole wall is bullshit. And I'll tell you what, I've seen videos on this very TikTok of people climbing over the wall and coming down on our side. Scaling the wall is like eating an ice cream cone to these people who really want to get in. The wall stops no one. They scale it, they cut holes in it, they do all kinds of things to get through the wall. The wall offers no protection from anything whatsoever, and we don't need to be protected. The major drug routes that come in are through San Diego, California, and through the railroads there. A lot of railroad cars are loaded with drugs, and through Miami, Florida, and that's where most of the fentanyl comes in, through Miami, Florida, and through the port of New York. So the three areas that we have to worry about that have dangerous to us in our country are San Diego, Miami, and New York City. Think about that. It has nothing to do with the border in between. This is JC, St. Louis's oldest living hippie, saying, fuck Donald Trump and fuck Marjorie Taylor Greene and fuck all the rest of the Republicans in the House who are maggots and who want to have a border wall. So fuck you, Trump. To all my friends and family and followers, I love you all. And I say to you all in the bastardized French, pox some more, Jack. Keep on trucking.